The Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN was established at 8th of August 1967. Bangkok Declaration is the official sign that ASEAN was first established. Indonesia, Singapore, the Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia are recognized as the founding fathers of ASEAN. Mutual respect for each independence and sovereignty is recognized as the most prominent principles that is contained within the ASEAN principles. There is total 10 member countries of ASEAN, added by Brunei Darussalam, Vietnam, below PDR, Myanmar, and Cambodia. ASEAN does also have a legal framework called the ASEAN Charter, in which it was recognized at the December 15, 2008. The region is aimed to be more integrated after a notion called ASEAN Community 2015 is released. The idea of ASEAN Community 2015 was commemorated under a Cebu Declaration on the acceleration of the establishment of an ASEAN Community by 2015. The idea of ASEAN Community 2015 is constructed by three different pillars. The first is ASEAN Political Security Community, the second is ASEAN Economic Community, and the third is ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. This idea will support the original functions of ASEAN as a framework for cooperation in the region. As the focus of this video, we consider to discuss about ASEAN Economic Community 2015. So, what is that? Let's try to ask these people. Anyway guys, do you remember that ASEAN Economic Community is almost coming to its end like December 2015? Yeah?
It is. By the way, what kind of measures that have been taken by ASEAN in order to achieve it?
I think there are 4 pillars of ASEAN Economic Community which help the ASEAN to reach this goal.
Really? What are they?
In the very first pillar of ASEAN Economic Community 2015, which is single market and production based, ASEAN is expected to have a single market and also free flows of goods, services, and investments, as well as free flow of the capitals and skills.
The second pillar is competitive economic region. We know that ASEAN Economic Community provides an opportunity to improve the competitiveness of each country in the region. And that's why there is no doubt that the collaboration and cooperation between ASEAN member states can be forced to boost the competitive advantage or become a magnet for global growth.
Now I remember the third pillar of ASEAN Economic Community is equitable economic development. And to achieve these pillars, the huge income and development disparities among member states must be addressed because such disparities are inconsistent with the idea of economic community.
Finally, in the last pillar of ASEAN Economic Community 2015, which is the integration into the global economics, ASEAN is expected to have a bigger economic relations with other states outside of the region. And second of all, ASEAN is also hoped to have a bigger economic partnership as well as the economic free trade agreements with other states. Last of all, the participations of ASEAN into the global networks of economy is also necessary to be fulfilled by ASEAN. So, those are 4 pillars of ASEAN Economic Community 2015.
But the question is, do people really know about it?
Why don't we try to ask people outside?
Okay, let's find out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, can you tell us about ASEAN?
I don't know,
All I know about ASEAN is what I've heard from or remembered from my lessons during high school. And it's that a bunch of, I don't know, I could be wrong, but as far as I remember, it's a bunch of corporations joining together, or maybe, or organizations. As far as I know.
Like what we know about ASEAN.
Yes.
Well, I only know about ASEAN like events like yours. Like,
I went to this Sakai ASEAN Week in Japan, and like it was there were different ambassadors from different countries, ASEAN countries like Indonesia, Laos, etc. And it's just ASEAN is like
where they get together.
different countries, Southeast Asian countries, a group association. Basically, an association of countries.
About ASEAN.
Okay, so from what I know, ASEAN is this group of countries that are part of Southeast Asia, so namely Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, so on and so forth. And basically, it's a non-binding agreement, so it's a non-binding organization, association,
Maybe Southeast Insight? Maybe like, I don't really know much because I'm Korean, so seriously, and the thing I think about Southeast Asia is the hot countries. No, the hot, literally hot countries only. I don't know anything about ASEAN.
So ASEAN is composed of 10 Southeast Asian countries, and Philippines is one of them. There's also Indonesia and Brunei to mention. So.
I know ASEAN as a union, as a collaboration between 10 nations in the Southeast Asian regions that involves mainly on economic activities.
Oh, but ASEAN is the Association of Asian Nations. Sorry.
Are you familiar with the concept of ASEAN Economic Community? No, not at all.
Okay, so the AEC, that's why we have the integration, the ASEAN integration. So we're trying to like have a standard for all the countries. So education-wise, health-wise, maternal health-wise, yes, and the like,
Are you familiar with the concept of ASEAN Economic Community?
No, maybe it's just an economic status of all ASEAN countries. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am familiar with the concept of ASEAN Economic Community. Since I'm an economics major, we somehow discuss it in class and how the ASEAN community is pursuing to integrate themselves sooner from now. So it's like having it in the European Union where we could have common currency, free trade, and policies which would benefit all the ASEAN countries.
I'm not that familiar, but what I know is that there would free trade would be possible, and at the same time there would be like some sort of EU replication in the Southeast Asian region.
It's something like the European Union, but in Asia. So all these countries are helping each other, so the rich countries can help the poorer countries. So I think it's a great thing.